major infiltration bid foiled at the LOC in Planwala. One terrorist has been killed. The infiltration bid has been foiled in the international border sector of Khor in Aknoor, and movement has been suspected of 4 terrorists. It has been seen through the security forces surveillance devices on the night of 22nd and 23rd December. Terrorists were of course spotted dragging one body back across the international border. Joining me on the broadcast is our Jammu Bureau Chief Ajay Jandal. He is joining us live. Ajay, over to you. What is the latest development you can give our viewers?
Well, yes, it's a major success for the security forces in the Indian Army on the line of control, and it happens there in the Aknoor sector's code area. According to information, during the intermediate night, Army personnel deployed on the forward area on the fence, they have seen some suspicious movement of about 3 to 4 terrorists. Those were trying to infiltrate to this side. Immediately, they responded to that infiltration, and heavy fire was started. And Indian Army troops, they have shot down one of a terrorist who was seen and dragged by other terrorists who were accompanying him, and all the 4 terrorists, they went back towards the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. So that indicates that how continues attempts from across the international border and the line of control is going on, how Pakistan is continuously trying to disturb peace by pushing in terrorists over here in the Jammu and Kashmir. And this is happening right, on the third day of the incident which has taken place there in the Rajouri's autonomous area, in which terrorists, they attacked army vehicles there, in which 4 of our brave army soldiers, they did martyrdom. Operation still continues there in the Rajouri, and here in Aknoor sector also operation continues to see that whether any terrorist he has managed to infiltrate to this side, they have to be nabbed, because in the recent what has happened in this area only in Planwala and Aknoor, that number of drone dropping attempt was foiled by the Jammu and Kashmir police and the forces, where it was seen that weapons was dropped with the help of drone, and that attempt was also foiled by the Jammu and Kashmir police and the Indian Army troops in the recent past. That indicates that there are a number of terrorists, those are waiting across, but this time when they were trying to infiltrate to this side, from the Khor sector of the international border, that attempt has been foiled, and now search operation is going on over there in the forward locations.
Indeed, Ajay, and what can you tell our viewers about, the source-based news that we've been tracking for all of them about, terror camps that are in fact operating across the LOC in civilian areas of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir?
Well, I see, yes, as we have, we have broke and exposed Pakistan, that how Pakistan have shifted its launch pad in the civilian houses, because that is a very authentic information we have accessed from our sources in the defense forces, that the terrorists, those who are basically operating from the launch pads across the line of control in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and other nearby areas. Earlier, what was happening, that these launch pads were there about 1 to 2 kilometers away from the line of control, from the fence area, so that whenever they require, they can easily infiltrate to this side of the Jammu and Kashmir. But now what is the new plan, dirty plan of Pakistan, that they have deployed their own army troopers and the terrorists in the civilian houses, and they have built up some houses nearby the fenced area on the line of control, so that whenever it is required, these houses can be utilized as a launch pads, and so a number of launch pads which were earlier in only few numbers that have increased, and all the line of control area in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, that is near to the fenced area, they are the launch pads for the terrorists. And in the recent past, we have seen the number of attempts has taken place that have increased. That indicates that this dirty plan Pakistan is trying to execute is well intact, and they are trying for the same. But our forces, they are alert enough. Even last late night, when Indian Army troopers on the forward location, they have seen some suspicious movement in the Khor area of Aknoor sector. And this seems that same houses, the civilian houses that cross the fence area, that has been used. Pakistani army and the Pakistani terrorists launched the terrorist, but on-time action of the forces have foiled this attempt, and one terrorist, what our sources are saying, that has been neutralized, whereas 2 to 3 terrorists, they are injured, and they were seen dragging one body of a terrorist who was killed by the security forces in retaliation.
All right, Ajay, with that, I would like to thank you for joining us live, giving us all those updates from Jammu and Kashmir. But
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.